It's just a basic ass palette. To my channel. I am Sassy, and if you're new or oldie, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be testing out a few different things just because I have a lot of things to test out, and I'm going to be using this video to start testing out those products, and then on the long run give you guys a review. For example, we're gonna start with, I think we're gonna start with this, but I did receive the new Covergirl new clean fresh collection. So this is a collection based on like very clean beauty. It does include foundation, which we have it here, but I'm definitely gonna give you guys more details when it comes to the actual review, which should be up this week regardless. But we have the foundations here, we have some lippy as well, which are like lip oils, and I really like them. Yeah, let's just go ahead right into it. We also going to be testing out some brushes from Profusion Brushes because they look so bomb. They have this beautiful sleek like matte finish on the handle. Pretty nice. They look really good. And we're also testing out the new Valentine's collection from Colourpop, especially today. So let's get right into it because I'm excited to try these stuff. So first of all, let's go ahead and show you everything that Colourpop collection brings. It's super cute, you guys. I really love the whole entire vibe of it. You guys know it's super affordable as well, so I'm never mad with Colourpop. But they did launch an eyeshadow palette which looks like this. It's very soft in my opinion compared to what I like to use. It's pretty soft, but it's a very pretty palette. This is their All That palette. These are pressed powder shadows. Super pretty. You have 12 different shades from like very light to very dark. And again, these shadows are pressed powders, which are not intended for the immediate eye use, but obviously that's what we're gonna do, put it in our eyes. And you guys, even the packaging has a pretty nice detail where you could feel this right here, almost if it was like a heart vein or some artery of some sort. Pretty cool. I love the texture of it. And you guys, I didn't want to swatch the shades just because I feel like they're pretty basic, neutral, so like, you know, we're gonna be putting it on the eye, so don't worry. We also have on the collection some lashes. These looks pretty bomb and kind of remind me of the ABH lengthy style, but just a very affordable style. I'm gonna show you the difference side by side how they look. So this is the Pear Bay. This is Fox Lashes, again cruelty free by Colourpop, part of their Valentine's collection. You see how pretty they are? They have some drama to it, but not too intense. In this collection they also included a black gel liner. This is in the color Hustler, and it's just a black gel liner like that, which I'm gonna be honest you guys, I don't typically use gel liner just because I rather use an eyeliner with a felt tip or like some sort of brush applicator instead of using this and having to like pick this up and as well as a brush. We also have the mini just a tint set. So these are a set of 3 different lippies. So these are a set of 3 and it's just a lip tint that have a very pretty fruity smell, you guys. So we have the shade S'more, Give Me S'more, we have Cutie Fruity, and then we have Stender. And again, these are more like just lip tints. They're very fair, and I feel like these are pretty cute for don't really wear makeup because this is just a tint, very hydrating on the lips. This is like the kind of thing that I would wear when I was in high school, you know what I mean? It's very hydrating. And they have a very fruity scent or almost taste. The collection also brings a liner, and this liner, you guys, has a felt tip and it's actually pretty bomb. I've already tried it. Very black. I'm also going to use it on this look today because I did use it on the second look of this video. And the collection also has another liner, and this one is in a pencil format like that, and it has a gel formula, which I am not the biggest fan of, you guys. And of course, cannot miss the Glitterly Obsessed. This is a mini trio that comes in 3 different colors. We have the shades here: Love Language, That's Hot, and I Love You So Much, and the shade I Love You So Much. And then I'm not sure if this is part of the collection, but it did come in the PR box because this was sent to me, so I'm super happy and super grateful. Do have 2 products from Soul Body, which is a sister company of Colourpop. It's owned by Colourpop. We have the Face and Body Highlight, and then we have a shimmery dry oil. You guys, I was honestly hoping this was gonna be a bronzer, but it's not. It's a highlighter, and I'm not really into highlighter anymore, but we're gonna try this. Hopefully it works on my skin. It feels super buttery, but as you can see, it's pretty fair. When a highlight is that white, it could tend to look a little bit ashy, so that's why I stay away from highlighters this bright or light. But we shall see how everything works. Now let's zoom you guys in and get into the eye. So I did went ahead and prime the eyes, but we're gonna start with this baby right here. We're gonna show you two different looks. The first one that I'm gonna start, it's a little bit more dramatic. I'm honestly still not sure what I'm gonna do, but I am going to start with the shade Cha-Cha. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Please Me, and I'm gonna start adding this on the outer corners. And I added this all around the cut crease, all the way from the inner to my outer. And I'm also gonna go ahead and start blending the crease with the shade Wink Wink. So of course, you guys, I went ahead and blended everything out, but honestly, I don't like the look so far. I feel like everything looks very uneven almost. I don't know. Maybe it was my fault. I'm using new brushes, so I'm trying to get used to. But I'm gonna go in with a shade Fishnet, and I'm gonna start adding that right on the center. I'm not sure if I want to cut the crease. I just been doing so many cut creases, you guys, that I just want to step away from it a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in with my fingers like so, and just add it right onto the eyes. I never have problems with their shimmers. They're really beautiful, but I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I almost feel like incomplete whenever I don't do a cut crease. Like, this doesn't feel normal to me. And I'm also going to add a little bit of Risque right in the middle like so, just to add a little bit more highlight. I like to lighten up the look a little bit. Oh, you know what, you guys, I think I'm gonna go in with Uncensor, which is a glitter. See how that looks. Oh, that's so pretty. I love glitter, so I'm down with this. But I almost want to do like a line on the crease just to make it look more poppin'. This is just so boring to me. And of course, we're gonna go under the eye with the shade Wink Wink. And I'm also going to add the shade Please Me once again on the very close to the lower lash line, just to kind of give this more of a smoky look. And I'm also going to add a little bit of Risque right on the inner corners, just as a inner corner highlight sort of. And we're also using the liquid liner from Colourpop to create a wing. And you guys, I think I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of that black shade right there. So the shades that I did ended up using were these right here: BB Girl, Risque, Cha-Cha, Uncensor. We also use a little bit of Fishnet and Wink Wink, as well as a little bit of Please Me, and now the Feels. We pretty much use a lot of the shades on the palette, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm just going to take the black shade and add it a little tiny bit right here on the outer, just to add more depth. Honestly, you guys, like when I do these kind of looks, they just don't make me happy. I feel like I just wasted my time doing makeup, and I don't know why I feel like that. Like, you know, makeup is just makeup. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but to me, like, cut creases are everything. Like, they just make me so happy. I'm able to add so much color. It's just, everything is better when you do cut creases. But I'm not even gonna lie, I do get, my eyes look so much better when I do have purple in the eyes for some reason, like mauvey, purpley pink tones. It just makes the brown eye pop so well. Anyways, let's go ahead and put some lashes, some mascara, and then we're gonna jump into the new Clean Fresh foundation, which I'm not gonna talk much about it because, again, I'm gonna give you a full review, swatches and all that, so stay tuned for that. Oh, actually, I have to show you this because we're going to be applying the lashes from Colourpop, but I wanted to show you how similar they look to the Anastasia Beverly Hills The Style Lengthy, which are actually my favorite lashes to wear on every day. Yes, I know these are very lengthy, they're very dramatic for some people, but for me, I feel like it's just very natural. I know it sounds crazy, it's not natural, it's more dramatic, but let me show you here the styles. Like, they are very similar, only that the ABH are much more longer than the Colourpop, but the style, it's very similar, you guys. Like, the same thing. If you're trying to try this style from ABH, go ahead and check out this style Bay from Colourpop. Literally the same thing, just a little shorter. So there is that. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the Style.b. What I like to do with my lashes is curl them because I just feel like it gives them push up and it looks more flattering, at least on my eye shape. I really like how it looks when it's like curled up instead of just laying down. Like, it just, to me, that doesn't make sense. It's mainly for when I take my pictures. When I look down, I want my lashes to look curled and like visible to see the lashes instead of just seeing the top of the lashes when looking down on a photo. So I like to just curl them with a lash curler like this. And now lashes are on. Let's go on to the face. I'm gonna start with priming first. I'm going to be using a little bit of this Fourth Ray Beauty Matcha Face Milk, which is Colourpop has so many brands, you guys, now I feel like. They have Fourth Ray Beauty and they also have Soul Body or something like that. They do have a lot of freaking brands, but I'm not mad about it because they are affordable, so that's really good. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all over the face, and I'm also going to go in with the e.l.f. Putty Primer just in the areas that I feel like I need it. So I'm trying to stick here to stuff that are affordable, so it's going to be a super affordable look. So they did send over 14 different shades, but I think the shades that fits better on my skin is the shade Light Medium, which is 550. This foundation is supposed to be just clean ingredients and all that. It's supposed to blur imperfections, even out skin tone. It has a sheer buildable coverage. Oh, this is actually pretty light, so might have to go a little darker. Yeah, that looks super light. So here we have a 550 and 560. I think 560 is the closest match to me. I am going to be using a brush just because I've been loving a brush way more, you guys, than anything else. I'm also going to use a little bit of the putty primer, and again I'm using a brush just to blend everything in, you guys. Trying to stay away from using my hands that much because my hands be full of glitter, so by the time that I apply stuff on my face will be full of crap. Like right now it's full of glitter, but I have to deal with it. And now we're gonna go in with a shade 560. This is a shade medium, and again they're a bit liquided as you can see, and I feel like this one is starting to look like my shade because it's definitely oxidized. This one went a little bit too dark, but let's go ahead and test out shade medium, which is 560, and then shade 550. Yeah, 550 would be just way too light on my skin, I feel like, but it looks pretty close to me. But then this looks like my skin. This is a buildable coverage. It's very sheer as well. It's supposed to look like skin, so not my kind of like go-to foundation, but we shall try. And I'm definitely gonna be using a brush just because I really love the finish of brushes, and for me this is crazy to even say because I used to hate brushes, you guys, so much. This looks so pretty. Oh my god, it looks so good. I honestly think that for dry skin, the less the better, to be honest, because dry skin is texture skin and you applying even more texture when you put foundation and products just on top of your face. That's a different type of texture, but you applying it. It's definitely better for dry skin when you apply less. Caking on makeup, it's never like the route to go for, especially, I mean, you could do whatever the hell you want, but I'm just saying, like, it just looks so much better when you apply less. Even though I'm all for like super full coverage and just caking on makeup, I was that person there, but I find myself, the more I've been like experimenting, you guys, and now actually paying attention to like how I apply things and how things look, especially now that I'm getting older, things just don't hit the same, you know what I mean? They just don't hit the same. So now every time that I apply like a less, it just looks so much better. I think, yes, you guys, this shade, it's definitely my shade 560 medium, the darker one that I took. So I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm just gonna tap and then just add it all over, but it looks so good. It looks very breathable. And of course, for concealer and contour, I'm gonna be using the Pro Conceal by LA Girl. These are super affordable and work amazing too. I'm telling you guys, I come such a long way when it comes to using with my makeup techniques. Like, I'm doing everything so much differently, especially as of lately. I just changed so much. Like, let me know if you're interested in watching my updated makeup techniques, if you're interested on that, on how I contour, highlight, apply my foundation for drier or combo skin. I'm so down for doing that, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie, like, this foundation, it just hits different. differently. Like, wow. I regret having this foundation on my hand because now I just messed up my pretty shirt. So upset. I always mess up all my shirts too. Like, and you guys, I'm gonna use the tiniest bit of powder just in the inner corners right here, just because I want that to stay mattified, and on my nose, just because my nose does get a little bit oily and I don't want foundation moving around, but just literally the tiniest bit. That's one thing I realized, I don't really need that much powder. Like, I started caking powder on just because I saw everybody else doing it and I'm like, yo, why it's not working for me, even though powder never worked for me. And we are pretty much done, you guys. I really like the way how everything turned out, and I feel like I'm not wearing so much makeup like I usually do, which is the crazy part. But this collection is super, super pretty. I try to use as much as I can, except the highlight, you guys, is way too white for my skin, so I'm not gonna use it. But of course, before we finish off, let's go ahead and show you guys the next tutorial right now. You guys, let me know what you think about the collection. It's super pretty, but honestly, it's just a basic ass palette. It is affordable, so you're not wasting too much, thank God. But other than that, I don't know, it's just a regular, just another palette on the market. But I do like the lashes, you guys. Are super pretty and very wearable for every day, especially for me. I love the style and it's super cute. But nonetheless, let me know what you guys think about these two looks that I created. And if you want to see more, make sure to check my Instagram, because I do a lot of looks with majority of the palettes that I share here. Anyways, I'll see you guys on my next one.